All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to this month's episode of Generation 1. I am one of your co-hosts, NinjaDeathStrike, joined as always by...
Agrotech.
And the ridiculously sounding Robotnik is sexy.
And today we're going to talk about a whole bunch of different stuff, because we're kind of out of the XY release period, so there's not a whole lot of big news to talk about, but we've got a couple of different topics we're going to bring up, and we'll see how it goes. So
Yeah, there's stuff. It's been a bit of a quiet month, really.
I think we should
Stuff and things.
open at least this month's episode. Maybe we can make it a thing now. We'll each give one Pokemon that we're really enjoying using
Yay.
right now.
Yay.
So why don't you go
Right
ahead,
now.
Nick?
I am really loving Jellicent.
Oh, really?
Because it's just toxic stalls a lot of things. And it's just the only thing I hate is Umbreon.
Sorry, Matt.
I mean,
Everybody hates Umbreon.
when using,
You only hate him because he's good. So
I
that's
mean,
fine.
when using Jellicent. Like, I don't hate him any other time,
No.
but like,
I'd rather have him be hated and usable than not hated and completely negligible in every metagame.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
while we're talking about my Jellicent, I'm gonna tell you my set because that'll be fun.
Okay.
Let me get to my team builder real quick. Okay. It is leftovers, water absorb, scald, recover, taunt, toxic. Pretty standard.
Huh. Usually it's Will-O-Wisp instead of Toxic.
I like toxic because I have the scald, so why would I? You know what I mean? I don't know. I just scald can
Yeah, I
burn,
can see it.
So
I can see it. That's what I used to do at the beginning of Black and White, and it served me well. I also tried Iron Defense on it since it's an egg move.
yeah. I thought I got acid armor. This
Oh, right, Acid Armor. It's the same move. I get him confused.
Yeah.
So EVs EVs 252 HP, 120 defense, and 136 special defense. Just
Not
because,
bad.
Like, and it's
Andy?
bold. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. There have been a lot of Pokemon I've been enjoying lately. I guess the first one that comes to mind that's the most recent is I tried using the small Gorgeist with its base 99 speed, and it's just kind of fun. It's a lot of fun because he's really fast. And you just like burn or leech seed stuff, and then you use Protect, and that's like all you do. It's
Nice.
simple, but it's fun. I mean, I think the smaller one is better because the high speed is the only thing it really has over Trevenant.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does have better defenses as well, but Trevenant has more sets that it can use, so Trevenant is better typically. So yeah, small Gorgeist is my answer.
Interesting choice. Mine would probably be Togekiss. I mean, it's not new, but I've been using the same team since XY came out, and it's just been really, really good lately.
Yeah.
I kind of threw it on the team because I needed a sixth guy, and I'm like, hey, you're a fairy now. And I just threw it in there, and it does work. I'm running a fully defensive set. It's 252 HP, 252 special defense, a 248 HP, so, and then 8 special attack. And it never dies to anything, ever.
Can we
Even,
rewind because
like-
I completely missed the name of the Pokemon?
Togekiss.
Okay.
Togekiss.
I was like, okay,
Even,
yeah. Oh.
Even non-stab super effective special hits don't normally bring it down to more than half. It just sponges hits all day and paralyzes stuff.
Yeah.
So it's really
I would-
handy.
I'd recommend trying Flamethrower over Dazzling Gleam because
I know, you've been telling me that every video that I posted. I
Like
might.
every video. 'Cause I'm so forgetful, I just say the same comment over and over.
I actually have
It's-
Flamethrower on there right now, but I haven't recorded any new battles since the last
Yeah,
batch.
because what's going to happen is he's going to eat up a Bullet Punch, laugh, and then he's Flamethrower.
Well,
So
he doesn't eat bullet punches that well. Mostly
you could
special.
try a
I mean, not
physically
from
defensive
Scissor, which
set.
is the main thing they're coming from.
I think a physically defensive Togekiss works as well.
It does, but the special one is what I want, I think, on
Okay.
this team. So,
Well, it will kill any other Steel type that isn't named Scissor. or Sizor, or however you say it.
Anyhow,
Skizzer.
that's my favorite
Yeah.
one. So, all right,
He's
let's get into the other topics. I believe, Andy, you have our list, correct?
I have a list, and number
All
one on
right.
the list, I don't really have them in any particular order, but this is the first one I thought of, is the Latios and Latias. They both have megaforms, and a hacker found out their base stats, and, like, yeah, pretty much.
You need to pull them up. They're the same, right? Their megaforms
No, they
are
got
the
separate
same.
ones.
They're
Are they
different.
different?
They have different
Okay.
stats, and they do
I
look
haven't looked
slightly
at them yet.
different. They look the same, it's just Latias is smaller,
Uh-huh.
like, but they're the same color. They're like this kind of like
Blue,
like this-
purpley
this-
thing.
blue purple weird
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, yeah.
All right, well, let's take a look at them and see.
Yeah, they're just on Cerebi. They just added as regular old megas.
So
down
their
there.
stats are different, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, their stats
Okay.
are different.
All right.
Maybe
Well, first of all, they look retarded.
yeah, yeah, they do.
They look like
Um,
jets.
Yeah, which is dumb. They are not steel types, and they look like jets. And we already had a Pokemon that looked like a jet, kind of in Garchomp. Now we have some more. And these guys already kind of looked like jets, but now they just look really
Now
stupid.
they're just like, it's like, hey, do you get it? I'm a plane.
I guess no surprise there, though, as far as the majority of the Megas are pretty
All the
stupid
XY
looking.
designs are anything but subtle.
Yeah.
Like right in your face.
But let's take a look at the stats. I guess we'll look at Latias first.
Why do they?
Yeah.
Why do they look exactly the same?
I actually looked
Because
really hard.
lazy. For the same reason that they look exactly like jets.
Yeah, I was disappointed by that, and the reason I thought there was only a one. I thought only Latios got a mega, but apparently they both do.
I thought they
And-
just evolved into the same thing.
Like,
Yeah,
you need both in your party, and they both take up one slot. In our
because they look the same. I thought there was only one, but they're actually
Yeah.
two and really different.
Yeah.
They're not really different.
For those of you who can't see, which is everyone but us, I'm assuming, I'll read off Mega Latias' stats, and then we'll talk about her. 80 HP, which I believe is the same.
Yeah, their megas never change their HP.
Yeah. 100
It's just-
attack, 120 defense, 140 special attack, 150 special defense, and 110 speed. So we have a fairly significant jump in special defense and special attack. I believe 20 points up in special defense and 30 up in attack. Is that right?
Yeah, or special
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah,
And
so-
and 20 in attack, and defense went up by 30. So yeah, just get a physically defensive set. Use Calm Mind. You insta win.
Yeah, I mean 80 base HP with 120, 150 defenses and a recovery move is pretty intimidating. You know, a lot of the
Sharp.
weaknesses of a lot of the megas is that they don't have any way to recover since they can't get leftovers. But
But these guys get recover.
yeah,
They,
And
they also get defog.
yeah.
So that's gonna be weird.
Mega Latias seems like an incredibly powerful support Pokemon or setup sweeper, depending how
Yeah.
you build it.
They can also use Wish, I think. So
Yes, I think so.
I think if you get
Sure.
it from one of the like Coliseum or something, you can
Yeah.
get Wish. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure this goes Uber pretty fast.
I'm pretty sure as well. I'm also pretty sure B Sharp is going to be manning every team.
Until
Just-
it does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like B Sharp.
But don't
and
they
Manning,
get...
that's-
I mean, they at least get Surf. They don't get Flamethrower, right?
No, they don't
But-
get.
Fire blast.
They get Sunny Day. They don't.
I'd
get,
imagine Bisharp doesn't want to take a Calm Mind boosted Surf from
no.
this thing.
He does. You don't want to switch into it, but once something dies, then you can use Pursuit or Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
It's not really an ideal situation.
No. So, alright, Mega Latios seems super good. I'm assuming, is Latios just flipped? Basically. I'll go look at his stats real
I think
quick.
it
Alright,
might be.
Mega Latios.
Not really, actually.
80 HP, 130 attack, 100 defense, 160 special attack, 120 special defense, and 110 speed.
Yeah.
So I actually think he's worse than Latias.
I agree, actually, because it's easier to
He's
kill.
just, I mean, he's still super good, but not
I know
quite as good.
people are going to be trying to use his physical side with Earthquake.
Yeah.
So that'd be fun.
Guys, if you
This-
put Mega
this-
Latios in the pool, he basically becomes a pontoon. I'm just saying.
The stat spread reminds me of Garchomp on crack.
Yeah.
Like he's super powerful. Both offensive stats are very usable, and then he's still really bulky
Pretty fast, too.
and 110 base speed. Like 80, 100, 120. That's still really bulky, even
Mhm.
with no investment. So
Yeah, that's going to be a thing.
he seems like he'd be pretty good too. I'd still take Latias, but Latios seems good too.
Yeah, if it got more physical attacks.
Like I think
it does-
more of, yeah.
It gets Dragon Dance, so maybe there'll be like full on.
Gets Dragon Dance. I could see like a mixed Dragon Dance set.
Yeah,
It
with
was
like
Dragon Dance,
Meteor.
Draco Meteor,
Yeah,
Earthquake, and something.
Dragon Claw or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Could happen.
So, okay. Nick, do you have any input?
I just can't get over how they look. Like,
It's
why?
the
They
naked-
look the exact same. I don't understand. They
There's
couldn't
so
put,
many things wrong with them.
I mean...
why do they
like,
look the exact same? And why do they look like that?
I mean, I wouldn't mind if one of them was like looked like that, and then the other one like was a little sleeker or something, or.
Yeah, it's super lazy.
But they look the exact
Yeah.
same. So like,
And they're like, the middle body part is so awkward and pear-shaped. Like, or like
No,
squash
no.
shaped.
It
It's
looks
like a
like
squash.
It looks like the Porygon 2's body,
Yeah.
like the little duck thing that goes
It's
into
not
the
sleek
water.
at all. Like, it's not streamlined like the original designs were. He's got a belly now.
You can name him Zoom Zoom Zoom. It's
I'm gonna name him Zoom
characters.
Zoom Kaboom.
Zaboomafoo.
Zoom.
Does
Zaboom.
anybody remember that
Oh.
show?
I love that show. I used to watch the show all the time. Did you watch Kratz Creatures? Because that was even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. I watched that.
That was
I'm
a
trying
really
to think
good
of a
one.
Pokemon that I can name Zaboomafoo.
You just
any
named,
monkey.
we just named it,
Yeah,
right?
but one
now.
that actually makes sense because you guys just said Zoom.
No,
Zoom,
use
and that's-
use Infernape or something with Supermafu.
I'm gonna totally do that.
Oh, what did I name mine? Oh, I named mine Monkey Butt. That's not very creative.
It made me think
But-
of Monkey Bones, the movie with Brendan Fraser.
And Brad Pitt. Or is it Brad Pitt? No, I'm
I think
thinking
it's
of,
Brendan
was that 5 Monkeys
12
or
monkeys.
something?
12
Monkeys.
That's a
You
good
know.
movie.
It's got a very young baby Brad Pitt.
And Bruce Willis is in it.
Yeah.
All right. Done with the
topic.
lattes. Back on the topic. That was the first topic. Bam. Done. Next.
Done.
Check it off the list.
I'm going to put a little X next to it so now we
Bam.
know.
Look at that.
Oh.
Zaboomafoo.
The next topic is a short one. Someone hacked the game and found shinies for Yveltal, Xerneas, and Zygarde, and they look ridiculous. They're like neon colored.
The only
Yeah,
one I don't
speaking of
like is
ugly.
Xerneas.
Let me look at them, because I don't even know.
Zygarde looks
know-
like a piece of double mint gum.
I want to
Xerneas
see.
looks the least bad,
What?
but he still looks.
Oh my
I think he looks
gosh.
the least bad out of the three.
Zygarde, you could name him Minty Fresh.
No, I'd name it Berry Mint Crush or Mint Berry Crunch.
Nice.
I like
Apparently the-
Yveltal though, because he looks like it's like the opposite of.
I hate.
I like
It's so.
it.
Ugh.
It's
It
contrasting
just looks bad.
colors.
Like he looks so good. The regular form looks so good.
The only thing
And
I
it's
wish,
just-
I wish that his like little shroud, like the neck piece, was like pure black instead of that gray.
I wish that
He
I don't
does
know.
look bad.
He looks bad.
Whatever.
I wish that he didn't look like that. That's what I wish.
Apparently,
Like,
Yeah, I
just think
want-
about all the possible
I thought he
color
was gonna be like
combinations he could have
blue
been.
or something, or like a
ooh,
cooler
the
color.
shiny form of Diancie is up too.
Yeah, it's just a darker.
It's pink.
I was
and the
excited.
rest is dark.
Yeah, that one actually was
thought-
better.
Yeah, I was hoping they would have the base stats for Beyonce, but I guess they don't. That's too bad. So Yveltal is bacon. If I didn't say
Beyonce?
it.
Is that like Beyonce?
Yeah, Beyonce, and then Xerneas is ugly. Again.
Yeah, I don't like the white, like that they're all white. It just
Yeah.
doesn't look good.
Nah, not really. It's the aesthetics episode all over again.
Yeah, it looks really bad. I mean, I keep saying that, but I can't stress how terrible. It doesn't look natural at all. That's, I think,
Yeah.
what makes it the worst for me is that they look like polygons. They look digital. They don't look natural, and they're supposed to be like natural beings. They're not.
Especially
man-made.
Xerneas over here.
Yeah. Like Xerneas should have been green. How is it not like green and
Or
foresty?
like a forest. being.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or maybe like having a golden tuft of fur in front.
Uh-huh. Well, green, and then its chest plate thing could be gold. That'd look good. And Yveltal could be black. Like his main body would be black. Just even if they just flipped his colors, or his main body could be black and his highlights blue. That would look amazing.
Yeah, he'd be like Batman. It'd be
Yes, exactly.
Batman is so good. We need more of them.
No one cares about Zygarde, so it doesn't actually matter what he looks like.
If only he could get Dragon Claw.
Yep.
But
Well, if only he had a claw.
he just has a head.
That's never stopped them before.
Yeah.
What's a Pokemon that has Dragon Claw that doesn't have hands?
No, there's all
Uh,
sorts of Pokemon that have...
Togekiss can use Focus Punch.
Yes,
Diglett
Apparently.
use Scratch.
exactly.
Yeah, Diglett can scratch with
And
with
Sucker
its
Punch.
eyes. Yeah.
Well, Sucker Punch
Although-
is actually not a punch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
pretty
an
sure
ambush attack.
Yeah, it's
It
just
was
poorly
translated poorly. Yeah. So we all chime in at the same time.
They should make a
So-
song, or a song. Why did I say song? A move called like Harakiri, where you just kill yourself. That's all you do.
It'd be cool if they had more suicide support moves, but maybe later.
You kill yourself
one
and
uses
then
the ones
set
we
up
have.
stealth rocks permanently.
I was hoping that this is getting in speculation mode now, but I was hoping there was going to be an ability that just passively rapid spins.
Yeah, I'm actually
or-
surprised that they didn't do that. I kind of expected to see that too, but instead we just got more entry hazards, so that's cool.
Yeah. So, are you ready for next topic?
Yeah, this is our first actual substantial topic, I believe.
Yeah, this is the people wanting to ban swag play, or I guess one person or two people specifically, and then there was a big hot mess about it, and people made YouTube videos about it, about like defending Smogon. It's
People make
Yeah.
YouTube videos about everything.
yeah, but
this.
it was heated, like this.
Nick, do you want to read the statement for us?
Boop. Let me get back to it. Okay, my computer's being dumb. Oh, it's in the other freaking... Okay,
I believe
found it.
in Nick.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey there, Pokemon fans. The topic at hand is very sensitive and debatable, so we implore you to read this post in its entirety before commenting, which I bet no one did.
No.
Recently,
To the
the
internet.
OU council member Haunter opened a thread about the possibility of banning something to render the common hack strategy, prankster, swagger, foul play impossible. This is not a suspect test, and no ban is being formalized. Many members of the community have expressed displeasure with this strategy because it turns the game into a coin flip and renders strategy in the battle useless. This thread was open solely to gauge community opinion and not formalize a ban. Obviously, there are many valid opinions on this topic, and at the end of the day, your preference for the game you play is all opinion. We hope that our followers and members recognize this and refrain from personal attacks and misinformed rage. We're all here to play
That's
Pokemon.
funny.
We all have opinions on what makes the game best, and we all should respect the opinions of others.
Right. So
Hey, friendship.
Ace Emerald. That's who said it, so just say it.
Ace Emerald. That's
basically
something-
there
It's
was
like a Sonic thing.
or a Mega Man X
potential of
robot. Yeah.
So my
banning
guess is like
basically Klefki.
Yeah,
My
it's the only
assumption-
one. No. There's one other Pokemon who can do it. It's Liepard, but it's only two,
Yeah.
really. So
Liepard's
it's
not
pretty
very-
dumb.
Are we
Liepard
starting with
is-
our opinions on the
I
strategy
think so.
itself first?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah,
mine
go.
is that it's who cares? It's yes, it's annoying, but it's not like I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's broken. I just think it's like if you want to base your entire team strategy on something that is a coin flip, go ahead, because sooner or later you're gonna get all tails. You know what I mean? Like it's not guaranteed. So
I think the issue though is you don't have to base your whole team on it.
well, they said strategy. I mean,
You need one. You give up one spot on your team.
I don't,
I have seen entire teams based on it, and
Those are
it's-
bad teams.
They're bad teams.
Yeah.
Yeah. A team like Ninja's old team, where you just plopped Klefki right there, and
Yep.
you would just
Sometimes
show
that's all
up
you need.
and ruin lives, and then like Absol would clean up, and that was the team.
And the other guys are just there for support.
For emotional support.
No, they all had roles. Like sometimes that strategy didn't work, but I didn't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah, I'm
give up the whole team when it didn't. It was
I'm making a
Yeah.
bad joke. No worries.
so. Nick, obviously you
I
are in favor
mean,
of banning it.
I won't miss it if it's gone, but I don't think it's that bannable. Like
Uh-huh.
there's worse things out there.
Like,
Like worse things.
can you give us an example?
Like shell smash baton pass. That's pretty damn annoying.
I
can talk about-
don't know anything. I don't know. I didn't think about anything specific. I'm just saying. I feel like there are worse things out there. I don't know.
Like Talonflame. Not
Oh,
all of
I hate
Talonflame.
Talonflame. I would rather see Talonflame banned than this thing banned.
I kind of don't want to see him banned because he's like
I hate it.
he's the one of these
I don't
the
think
only
he's-
other good fire type in the game.
I don't think he's a problem.
That's why I
now.
started playing Yu because I just don't want to see it.
He's
Nah.
he's like now he's just really good as opposed to being
But I feel
Busted.
like I have to bring at least one Pokemon on my team to counter Talonflame.
do
Just
you not
bring
bring
Stealth
anything
Rocks.
to deal with Scissor?
I mean,
Scissor's on like every team too.
but it's not,
But it isn't as powerful
It
because
doesn't have
Scissor
priority
has
all
a
the
weaker
time.
attack.
It does. It's just not. I mean, I think that a Scissor Bullet Punch and a Talonflame Brave Bird are pretty close base power wise,
Brave Bird is way more powerful than the Bullet Punch.
but Scissor has 130 base attack, and
Well,
Talonflame has 72.
Yeah, but Talonflame.
I'm not.
And
I'm not saying Scissor's better. I'm saying that the two priority moves are equivalent,
Yeah, I would say
roughly.
yeah. I don't know if I would say one is better than the other because they're different. I mean, like one is crippled by Stealth Rocks, the other isn't, and that's a
He's
huge
talking about
benefit.
the base power from both moves, not the Pokemon themselves.
Well,
Okay,
I'm just saying, like being the fact that you need to be aware that you're probably going to run into a lot of Talonflame isn't any different than the fact you need to be aware you're probably going to run into a lot of Scissor.
or Aegislash for that matter.
Yeah,
He's
like some things are just so
top
good,
three or-
you need to have a way to deal with them.
yeah, just pack foul play, done. Aegislash is over. There's nothing Aegislash can do to foul play, even in defense form. It's pretty great.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think Talon. It's annoying, but I don't think it's as bad as it was before Pokebank. by a long shot.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's still really good.
I guess there are a couple more guys who can deal with him, but really no Pokemon wants to switch into a Talonflame. And that's kind of the thing. But yeah, I just use Stealth Rocks. Then Talonflame will shit itself and die. And that's... Like, because if you use Stealth Rocks, then that forces them to roost, and then you can hit them.
Then you
or
can switch in.
Yeah, or do whatever you want. But yeah, he's definitely powerful.
So,
Powerful.
Regardless, next person's opinion on the strategy.
Go, Andy.
Yeah, I just agree with you, Nick. I don't know. It's annoying, but I don't care. Like, I kind of do care because I really believe it shouldn't be banned because yeah, people have the right to be dicks. That's something that I once said about this and a message board or something. But also, this strategy only applies to 2 Pokemon. Like, no one uses Klefki anymore, for one. I haven't seen him in ages. And 2, this doesn't really help the swag play strategy, but if you have an electro type, they can't paralyze you, so all they have to rely on is swagger. And yeah, but the swagger, the parafusion with swag play, now that gets you wins, and that's what Matt was doing, or NinjaDeathStrike, or what have you. But yeah, if you cut out Thunderwave, I think it's easier to deal with, or you could have a Pokemon with a Lumberry for Dragon Dance purposes and just deal with it on a free switch. So yeah, I also agree with Nick because it's like if it was banned, I wouldn't cry about it because I never really used it in the first place. Kind of like the recent bannings in OU and underused, because I like never really used them that much at all. So
yeah, my turn.
Yeah.
I don't really care either way. I think that it's actually more interesting to look at from a kind of wider perspective. I think Smogon has an opportunity to kind of decide how they want to sculpt their tiers moving forward. Like, Pokemon's the actual official sanctioned VGC stuff is actually getting a lot more popular. And so Smogon kind of has an opportunity to break away even more than they already have and say, hey, this is how we're going to do it, and we're going to sculpt the game to be played how we decide it should. And you still have VGC if that's what you want to do, and it could just become like its own entity. And I think if they did that, they have an opportunity to kind of shape the type of metagame they want. Whether or not that's a good thing depends on whether or not you like playing in that metagame. But I do think that they could ban it just because it's not fun. That's honestly a good enough reason for me if they did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if they don't, but I certainly wouldn't be upset if they did. And if they said, we're banning it because it sucks, that's fine with me. They have the total right to try and make a metagame where no one has to worry about dealing with that. That's the same reason we have sleep claws.
Yeah.
Which we were just talking about.
Which we were just talking about before the show started.
Yeah.
I think you can put this, it's not as powerful as sleep claws, certainly, but you can make the same arguments either way for both of them. So it's just the level that they want to take it to, and if they decide that they just don't want to deal with this, that would be fine with me, because I don't either.
Yeah. I mean, Swagger also has that shaky 90 accuracy, so you're playing with fire, and it's like...
The whole strategy is reliant on luck. I mean...
But did you watch the World Championships for the VGC?
Yeah, I did.
That was a complete luck. Like, the World Champions team totally relied on hacks. Like, that sucked.
What did he do? Did he paralyze
Well,
stuff?
He had Thunderous, Prankster. He had Prankster, Perilous, and Swagger. That was his strategy, and he won the world championships with it.
And he wasn't very grateful about it either.
Yeah,
He looked
it
a
sucks.
huge tool.
Why? I don't have any problem with Small Gun saying we don't want this to be our metagame and getting rid of it.
Yeah. We all pretty much feel the same about it. So.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to be mad if it gets banned.
Yeah, I'm not going to lose sleep over that. Kind of like, I kind of wanted to use Lucario, but he got banned, but I never really got to use him.
He might come back down.
Maybe.
Speaking of,
yeah,
we haven't talked about that yet.
yeah,
So we had-
I just jumped a topic, but it's okay.
I think we were wrapping the other one up.
I
It
think
wasn't a jump, it was a segue.
I think no
Segue.
one in the universe saw Genesect coming. I don't think it.
I definitely didn't.
Really?
No,
What?
I'm being sarcastic,
Sarcasm.
dude.
Oh, okay. You just sound so serious.
That's not. This
That's
is
the
how
point.
sarcasm works.
That's how it works. Well, usually there's like a sarcastic tone of voice or something, and it just sounded dead serious. But yeah, actually, some people would seriously agree with you, not in a sarcastic sense. A lot of people believed Genesect was like good to go and didn't really need to be banned. I'm not one of those people.
A lot of
But-
people are idiots, so. Not saying the
Well-
two are like overlapping. I'm just saying there is as a fact.
All people are idiots when you get down to it.
I resent that remark.
Yeah. So Genesect, I don't think anyone here thinks that he shouldn't have been banned.
Yeah, like the argument for the not banning is he, unlike Lucario, he had no real boosting moves, which is kind of untrue because he got shift gear.
But he doesn't
And he
even
also
need 'em.
boosted as he came into play.
Yeah, boosted as he came into play, so that argument is already destroyed. Like the whole download thing is the reason why he was so good, along
Yeah.
with him being able to run Choice Band, Choice Scarf, or even Specs if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you
just-
want, really.
Yeah, he's the most versatile
He's-
Pokemon
yeah.
ever. He's like a piece of
I
putty.
mean, he gets like the most like ridiculous type coverage and download.
Yeah.
And Blaze Kick for some reason, and Extreme
Because
And
Speed.
why not?
stats.
Extreme
Just-
speed too.
just
Jeez, that was
Pile it on.
because he wasn't good enough before. Let's go ahead and give him extreme
Let's just
speed.
give him Spore.
Let's give way to beat Talonflame for the brief moment that he can be played. Yeah, my comment about this that I said long ago was when a Pokemon makes Scizor look like a bad option, then you
Yeah.
should probably ban.
Yeah.
Which Talonflame doesn't make Scizor look like a bad option. They're kind of like more or less the same. They're both really good.
They're just way different.
Yeah. But Genesect is like, hey, just use me because I have every attack and I get boosted when I come in.
Yep. The other one though is a little more controversial. Lucario, Mega Lucario, got banned, thereby relegating regular Lucario probably to UU eventually.
Definitely.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I hope
so
they
weird.
do the right thing and put him in UU and just don't make him like, I don't know.
What do you mean they
Don't-
do the right
don't
thing?
put
It's
him
all
to
based
BL.
on usage, isn't
Well,
it?
they could ban him to BL though, which
Yeah,
means
because
he'll
it's
never,
like
ever
I
be
tried to
used.
use like normal Charizard and underused, and they said he was just OU flat period. And I'm like, what if I don't have the stone? If I don't have the stone, then I'm a never use Pokemon.
Yeah.
So it's something that they haven't really
It's
hatched
probably.
out
I mean,
yet.
it's still early, so there's still
It is
stuff that
still
they're
early.
working on.
Yeah,
They wanna
but
start him again.
I was really surprised to see Lucario go. I didn't
Me too.
expect that. I mean, he was really good, but I didn't feel like he was that good. I
Apparently,
felt like I was able to deal with him.
I never had a problem with him once. I've beaten him every time I've seen him, so It's that, but it's like, I guess if he has two invincible sets apparently, which is like the sword dance and the nasty plot, because he has vacuum wave and bullet punch.
Yeah, and
So
extreme speed.
yeah, although the extreme speed doesn't get stabbed, so it's kind of worse.
Kills
in a way.
Talonflame though.
It could. I don't even know if it would, since Talonflame is bulky these days.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, but that was the thing.
It would
like,
hurt real bad.
Talonflame checked Lucario for years, like
Yeah.
because Mega Lucario's defenses are really bad.
Yeah.
So use Mach Punch, use, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I had a run-in with Mega Lucario, and it got pretty dicey because Choice Band and Fernape Mach Punch just didn't matter because he had like a Vacuum Wave, and then he like blew me up, and that was interesting. But it wasn't a problem. So he's kind of harder to revenge kill because he has priority, and
Yeah.
I guess he was too powerful because of his ability.
I never really saw his like damage calcs either. I mean, I guess a lot of the reason I never had a problem with him because I just run Sableye. And
Yep,
I don't
Sableye.
care. Dude, Sableye is amazing right now.
He's so good because Foul Play hits Steel types now, and Will-O-Wisp got more accuracy. So it just
And there's just a big prevalence of strong physical attackers right now in the metagame. So
like every Mega Pokemon, not counting like Blastoise, pretty much.
yeah. Plus, priority taunt is great too. It means he's good against utility guys as well.
Yeah. It's just tailor-made for Sableye being OU, and he is, and he will stay there for a while.
Yeah, I think so too.
I have no comment. It's all been said.
Yeah, did you
wonder
ever did either of you get to use Mega Lucario?
No, I
No,
never
I
used
didn't-
him.
I didn't
I
use it.
didn't. I actually, I've been using. I've only had 2 teams in XY really, so I have not used many things
OU's
yet.
been really annoying me lately, so I just relegated myself to UU.
I've just
What's
been waiting
gonna-
for you to stabilize. Then I'll be down there probably.
It's stable E. I
Yeah.
wish there was
It's really
an
weird.
end point to it. Yeah, it is weird.
Like you see, I went up against a guy using Eviolite Numal, and it was like really strong. I was like, why the heck is this doing so much?
Yeah,
It was
never used
weird.
Pokemon can do well in underused for some reason. I don't.
I feel like UU right now is what OU was 2 or 3 months ago, because it's just starting to get attention,
And
and
so,
so
people are trying.
everyone's
new
trying
things and-
everything.
yeah.
Yeah, which is really cool.
I think that's why, and I don't have to deal with annoying things.
Yeah,
So, I don't know. Like my UU team, I like it. I just, it's just hard to find a Stealth Rock Rapid Spinner because they're
yeah.
all
Don fans
OU.
OU right now.
Yeah, I think Donphan will go down though.
Got Claydol.
Claydol's not.
I don't know. I think Donphan might stay up because it
Yeah, I
got
think Don
it
fans
got play
probably-
rough.
That's true.
Play rough is cool.
He's also just really solid.
Solid like a rock. You can name him Ford. Or yeah, it is Ford, right?
I don't know, that was
It
old-
was wait, Chevy.
Is
Was
it
it-
the
It
Chevy?
was Chevy.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Oh yeah, Ford is built tough, and like a rock is someone else.
Chevy.
Oh.
Oh, we should
All right.
talk about the underused bannings real quick.
Well,
Go for it.
I don't even
I don't know
know what they are.
about that.
So you enlighten
You don't know
us.
about them? Okay. Mega Gardevoir and Mega Medicham have been banished to the no man's land of Borderline, so they're basically OU.
Oh.
So that's a thing.
With my vast experience of zero XYUU games, I'm going to say that was a good call.
Yeah,
Gardevoir
Mega
was pretty
Gardevoir is pretty
tough,
cool.
yeah.
I mean, once it gets Hyper Voice, it's just gonna wreck you.
There's
Sort
not
of.
a lot of
I mean,
stuff
it's
that resists fairy.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole concept of Fairy being overpowered is nothing resisted ever. So just
2
hit
types,
them.
and one of them is terrible.
Yeah.
Then they just didn't really make any really good mono fairies.
I really wish
At
they
least,
had
at
revamped.
least fire exists fairy. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
I really wish they had revamped more than they did in the type chart.
Yeah. I wish water was weak to poison. That would make all the
Yeah,
sense in
and
the world.
or like and ice resist water, like that
Yeah.
makes sense. But no.
No, water melts ice.
Okay, but ice freezes water.
No, it doesn't.
You.
If you put
Ice
ice
is water.
cubes
But
into your drink,
if you put ice cubes into water that is below freezing, they don't
it's
melt.
not the ice that's freezing, it's the temperature.
But my point is, you can't have water be not very effective on ice, but not the other way around. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Well, Poke Logic just doesn't.
It's just
They
like
just
they
give-
just have a raging hard-on for water. And
Yeah, they do. Water is super good.
They did give ice that move that's super effective against
oh
water.
wow, base 40.
And
like,
then they didn't
2
give it to
people
anyone.
can
No,
use
it's
it.
good. It's like base 80. It's just that no one gets it. It's actually a
Sweet.
really good move.
It is a
It's
great
flash
move.
freeze?
Freeze dry.
There we go.
It's called. Mamoswine can use it effectively, apparently, if you like make it naive or lonely or something.
Mamoswine is your best user of the special ice attack.
Yep, that is a bad sign.
yeah.
Maybe,
I don't even see
maybe.
it listed on the
What if
attack.
Volcanion gets freeze dry? That'd be really cool.
I could see that. Maybe not, actually.
Yeah, they just need to diversify it a little more, and then it would be good.
Well, they just need to give it to like a couple good guys, and then it'd be wonderful.
Like Lapras.
Yeah,
Yeah. Except
Lapras.
that Lapras is bad because it's actually the problem is ice types are just bad. So you
Like,
you want your
they're
water
just gonna
Pokemon to
give it
get
to-
ice moves so that they can fight the other water Pokemon.
That's what I'm saying. They give water all the ice moves possible. Ice should just not even be a type. Like,
it barely
It's 7
is.
base power, so it's not that bad.
give it to I don't know.
I think the best user is probably Articuno or Cryogonal.
Oh, do they? Oh, that's right. I think they get it too, don't they?
Yeah.
So if you have like all-out special attacking Cryogonal, maybe that would work.
That completely like, I don't know. His stats are not very good for that though.
Let's
Like he's meant
see.
to
Well,
be
he's-
defensive.
Can't his special attack's okay. It's like 95, I think. He just can't take a hit.
You're just wasting his potential though.
No,
In
it'd
my
be
opinion, I
fine.
don't
He's
know.
got 105 speed and 95 special attack.
Okay. What are his base defenses?
Oh. Okay.
His
what-
defense
I have
sucks. I know.
I have the entire UU ban list here.
Okay.
One of them I forgot about was Gothitelle.
Really, that's interesting.
Apparently,
Because of
the whatever
Shadow Tag.
just makes me. Another one is Weavile. I was surprised about
Really?
that.
Yeah, because Weavile was mediocre
Yeah.
at best last gen. Wonder what made him go up so much.
Probably
Knockoff?
just because dark types are really good
Is
now.
knockoff, did he get knockoff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Everyone
probably-
under the sun can learn knockoff, basically. So
Knockoff is so annoying. Ugh. Like, it's good, but I hate it
Oh.
because it's like, who do I switch in? Because I have to sacrifice an item.
switch
mean,
in someone who doesn't need the item or
what I
a
do.
mega Pokemon.
Well, a lot of the teams I've been making, I don't even use them.
I like to have one mega Pokemon just because they're fun. And
You'd never want more than one.
You can't have more than one.
You can give more than
Oh,
one
but-
thing Mega
but you
Stones. That's a
can't
really
use it.
bad idea, though.
Yeah.
So it's basically stupid.
Yes.
it's a bit dumb.
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Let's see. I think Tracheon is a new one, and apparently I got the fastest ban in Smogon history.
That's not surprising.
Ah,
Not at
yeah. And then Diggersby is also banned. Which
Read
is
that
sad.
is surprising.
He's
I'm not
borderline?
surprised. Yeah.
I mean,
He's got the power of Straptor.
A lot more people
I
have
don't
been
know.
using Scarf Diggersby.
That's because I am a genius. No, I ripped it off some other guy. It's not my idea.
I was about to say,
All right.
But I just love how he can kill the frog guy, Greninja, first turn with U-turn. He
Yeah,
just
he's
kills him.
been dropping a lot. I haven't seen him forever.
Greninja?
Yeah. With the scarf boost, the boosty boost.
All right, let's move on to our final topic.
Final topic.
Final topic. Pokebabble, I think.
Poke battle.
So for those who don't know what Pokeball is, why don't you explain it for us, Andy?
Okay.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. It's a new type of battle simulator which uses a point system instead of a tier system, and you get a couple thousand points. I forget the number.
Right now it's like 1,000.
Something like that. You get like 1,000 points, and Pokemon are worth so many points. Like, if they're really good Pokemon, they're worth a lot of points. But, so, like, you can totally blow your points on 2 really good guys, and then just have, like, really shitty 4 guys left over. Or you could have, like, a really cheap defensive core and, like, spend wisely. It's just a different way to play the game around using points, and it's kind of cool. The only thing I don't like is Mega Kangaskhan.
Well, how many points is it?
Because there are no bans, right?
No
as of
bans.
right now, well, I mean, it's still beta testing.
Right.
Right now, I was watching some videos on it, and Deoxys is 1,001 points, so you can't
Okay,
actually
so he's
use it. But they're messing with things, so it's really in its early stages.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, a lot of the stuff, if you're playing it, or if you've been following it, will probably change.
Right.
Like, there's...
Like, they have sleep claws and stuff. They have clauses, but...
And I'm sure that the points will
It's just
be...
the team building aspect that's different.
Yeah.
I'm sure that the points will be such as, like, tier adjustments. I'm sure that the points will be adjusted as well.
Well, that's the thing. Are they basing their point system off of Smogon?
They're
Tiers,
basing
or
it
they
off
doing
of
it
use, or
themselves?
I think it's definitely influenced by Smogon. Smogon acknowledges it as just a branch of Smogon.
Okay.
Why did they
That's
do
so-
that? Because it's not affiliated whatsoever.
It's affiliated
That's
because
actually, I
Smogon
think,
helped
beneficial
make
for
it.
both. Hugely beneficial for
Okay,
both.
fair enough.
So we'll talk about that we can talk about that, but yeah, I mean, because I think there's no way to do this well without using Smogon to do it. That's
Yeah.
my opinion.
Love it or hate it, it's there. And it's
The UI is
useful.
really nice.
But what do you guys think of it as a concept?
I
more
think it's
than-
cool. I haven't been able to try it. Apparently the beta is closed, so I can't try it until it comes
Yeah.
out.
It's a closed
Which
beta
Which
right
is
now.
it's I'm not gonna cry about it because I'm I'll just play underused or OU or whatever.
Mhm.
I can't wait for an NU, which will likely come out next month. It'll be
Yeah, it
fun.
shouldn't be too far now. But what do you think about the concept? Just
It's a really creative concept. Like you can, like just get like a Geodude for stealth rocking, with like max speed and focus sash, or not focus sash. It has sturdy
I
anyway.
love it.
yeah, a Lumberry.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just a really creative way to play. Although you are gonna run into Mega Blaziken and Kangaskhan, so watch out for that. And then you can also use Mega Lucario, who is slightly unjustly banned, I guess. I guess he's too powerful. I never witnessed it. Apparently he was. Yeah, you can just use anybody.
What do you think?
What? Me?
What do you think?
What do you
Yeah.
think, Nick?
I think it sounds awesome. In concept.
Mhm.
I think it depends on how they execute it. They have to
Mhm.
have a lot of, I don't know. Like, if they don't execute it correctly, it could just be terrible.
Yeah.
But conceptually, it sounds to me kind of like if we were playing Call of Duty, you
Mhm.
get to pick your perks based on a set number of, it's basically the same thing. You can
Right.
have whichever perks you want, but this one's worth more, so you have
Right.
to, it
So you have to take
adds,
some
I think
bunch
it
of
adds a little bit more of another layer of strategy, like a
Uh-huh.
little bit more team building strategy, because you can basically do whatever you want, and I think it allows for more variety, because almost anything's admissible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's a double-edged sword, because there are things that are kind of broken, but you're not always going to see it because it's expensive to use, and not everybody's going to want to spend 250 points on Mega Blaziken or whatever, because that could be points used for a better defensive Pokemon that could stop other threats. So I think it's really interesting, and I'm definitely interested in it.
I'll have to try it once it becomes public or something. Because
I'll be
it
curious.
Definitely.
Keep an
It
eye
seems
on
like Nick's cup of tea there.
I mean, I'm not like a hipster or anything, but there's just some Pokemon that just you see them everywhere, and it's nice to see.
I mean, the way that the tiering systems are done, you always only have the choice of about 20 Pokemon for any given tier.
But that's what I don't like, because I've sometimes I put NU guys on my UU team just for
Yeah, and you get rewarded for that.
And so
it's pretty cool.
if I bring someone into this that's only 25 points and I win consistently, I think that's awesome. You know what I mean? It just shows that stuff is viable, that that people kind of ignore.
Mm-hmm. It makes it more viable than it would have been too with the point system.
And it gives you a lot more choice.
It just sounds fun too, because
Yeah.
it sounds like building your team is going to be more fun than
sitting
there and
Scissor
I only
and
have
5
20
guys.
Pokemon to pick from. So I have to pick Scissor. I have to pick, you know what I mean? It's just you have so many more options.
You normally, on most of my teams, I normally end up with 1 to 2 free spots to pick guys that I want to try out. Because the other 4 just need to be on the team.
Staples.
Yeah.
It kind of downplays staples, because there's no tiers.
I definitely agree about the part that it could go horribly wrong. Now, I'm actually really glad to hear that they're working with Smogon, or able to use Smogon's usage statistics, because I think that's actually the only reliable way to get an idea of what things are worth. If they just did it on base stats, it'd be a complete shit show. Because base stats don't mean anything. So that's encouraging. I'll definitely be interested to see how it does, because I agree with pretty much everything you said, Nick. The concept sounds awesome, but there are so many barriers they need to overcome to actually make it work.
I mean, Blue Kirby and the other guy, Paul, what's his name? Phil, I think. Phil or something. I don't know his name. But they've both been in the community since pre-Showdown, pre-Pokemon Online. I forget what the one they used was called.
Shoddy Battle.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so they've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
And so they're not stupid. The one guy's a really good programmer. If you go on the site or watch some videos about...
Yeah, I've seen some videos.
The UI is incredibly clean. I mean, there's some glitches, but it's still beta, and he's still, dealing with...
Right.
They're still dealing with setting up a new server and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that, in general, is headed in the right direction.
Yep.
It could be the future of competitive battling, although I think they will exist side by side.
Yeah, I think there's going to be people that want to do both. It would definitely be the way I prefer to battle, because I can use Umbreon on my team.
Yeah, you get rewarded for using Umbreon. That'd be cool.
But I agree with what you guys both said. It just sounds like building a team sounds like a blast. It's something that I really love to dive into and be able to do.
I already enjoy team
It's
building.
just going to be working out the issues to the point where it's actually as fun as it sounds. And it's not just put Mega Kangaskhan on the team and then find some cheap guys to go with him.
Yeah, because you won't have the overpowered support members like you would when Kangaskhan was legal to just pair up with them. You're going to have to be forced to use weaker defensive options just because you're using Mega Kangaskhan.
Also, the other teams may not be able to afford like who's going to spend all their points on a really good defensive core? Probably
Well,
not a lot of people.
I think the defensive
So-
cores have been pretty cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
from what I've seen, people do like middle tier stuff, and it just works out.
And
But how many of those middle tier things stand up against Mega Kingston?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a hard question because Mega King is kind of just really good.
Yeah, that's. I
mean-
think that they might still need to ban some stuff. Basically.
Perhaps Quagsire, like unaware Quagsire, maybe.
Maybe. I still don't think he'd like to take a double return.
No, he wouldn't. But it's like it would negate the power up punch boost,
Yeah.
which is a problem.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, I think it's a sweet idea. I just hope that it actually works.
I don't think they're opposed to banning things.
Mhm.
But I think
I'm
it's
surprised
gonna be,
Yaxie's is banned.
I
to
think
be
it's
honest.
just. I think they're right now. They're testing non-Ubers
Mm-hmm.
before. Well, excluding.
Well, I know you can
Any
use
kind of
Kieran
stuff.
White.
I don't know. Maybe I don't. I'm not part of the beta, so I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I
with it.
think they brought Kieran White down because Kieran Black was already down, so they just figured they'd try both of them. I thought.
Maybe.
I might be wrong. Maybe everything's just legal right now, so they can get an idea of exactly what's going on.
I think-
but
I think they might be using Smogon's like stuff as like a base,
Mhm.
and then as people use their own like within the meta game, usage will change.
right.
So like once that happens, I think they'll move points around.
Yeah.
Based on their own usage.
That brings up another potential issue, though, is where with the points constantly changing, you just have to keep changing your team because it doesn't ever stay legal, which could be annoying.
Yeah. I mean, the system stays the same. It's just, I'm sure
Right,
the
but I
tiers
mean,
will
if they're
shift.
constantly reevaluating how much
Or-
points,
But you have
each
to
thing
do
is
that.
worth.
You have to do that in Smogon anyway. If
I
stuff
think
gets
it
suspect
has the
listed as
potential to
banned.
be a lot more often, though, as in like constant.
Maybe.
Because
I don't know.
in Smogon, you're getting like usually one or with a new metagame, sometimes you get two or three, but then after the first 6 months or so, you get maybe one per month, maybe, sometimes nothing. Whereas with this, even if they're not getting banned, if point values are just moving up and down, that's going to restructure the whole metagame because you're going to be able to afford different things differently. Even if your team value is still legal, someone else can make a team with the changed stats. Now something that is expensive is cheaper, so they can get it on their team, and then that makes a whole other team that yours isn't prepared to deal with because before you didn't have to worry about seeing that thing as much.
I mean, this is all speculation. I don't know what they're gonna.
It's just a potential problem
Yeah.
they're going to have to overcome.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't actually know how that's going to work. We'll just have to see. I mean, I wish I invited a friend who actually was in the beta to join us, but we'll probably be corrected in the comments.
I mean, I'm sure right now they're moving up and down a lot. I'm just saying once it's out in open beta or out at all, they're going to have to really watch how often they adjust the points because it has potential to become a problem.
It could be. I never really thought of it as a problem. But yeah, I'm not strongly opinionated about it either. I just think it's like kind of a cool thing
Mm-hmm.
that exists. So
I think with that, we're probably ready to wrap up.
yeah, this is a nice clean hour. Really, it's nice.
Good.
We pretty much went through everything.
Yep. So
Oh.
why don't we sign off? Tell us where you can find you guys.
On YouTube,
This is the first
Under
video I've made in
name?
like a month.
I hope it works out for you.
Let me just a disclaimer. If
Disclaimer.
any of my subscribers are listening, I might try to make a video about it. But my recording software has been on the fritzes, multiple fritzes, and
Been putting
so
on the
I
Ritz.
can't. I recorded a whole a whole episode of Bloody Platinum, and ended up saving, and then it was gone because my program just shut down. So, but the funny thing is I've gained like 5 subscribers in the past like 3 days, and I'm like, what are they? I'm not putting out any videos, but I mean, if people are still interested in my channel, that's great. But I'm trying to figure out my issues. So,
Yeah, so remember to subscribe to the Agrotech, who could come out with a number of videos sometime.
between now and next
The
December.
future.
Yeah, and subscribe to NinjaDeathStrike and me too, if you like this podcast.
You get a subscription. You get a
Of
subscription.
course,
do,
if
I do.
if you subscribe to all three of us, you'll get
Bonus
3
points.
versions of this in your
We also
soapbox.
get the stuff that is unique to each of our channels.
That's
Like,
true.
We do lots of Wi-Fi battles, actual Wi-Fi battles.
Like me.
I do Pokemon Showdown video a week, and I also do some Magic the Gathering stuff.
And Nuzlocke if I ever finish it.
And Nick does
Yeah.
Nuzlocks, really fun ones.
I
kinda
have a
miss the Chaos Lock.
That was a really
It
good
was
one.
so
We
much
should-
fun.
do another one, really. That'd be cool.
Well, you can't record. That's the problem.
It was so much fun.
Bloody
And
Platinum would be good because that game is
I'm
nuts.
scared. I'm really
You
scared.
should be.
Freaking stealth rocks on the first gym, and on an Aerodactyl.
Yeah.
So scary.
Not to mention the fact that you could just at any point run into a random level 90 plus dark legendary in any area.
Oh.
So that's the thing.
I remember when I ran into Kyogre and my Emerald and it almost killed a couple of my guys.
Yeah. Like the first forest you go into, there's a chance to run into Dark Celebi and it's level 90.
I think I'm headed up in that area. I made it to the flower town.
Yeah. But I mean, every area has a dark legend assigned to it that you can just
God.
happen to find. I think there's like a 1% chance. So you will hit them eventually. You just have to hope that you hit them when you're fast enough to run.
99.
That's cool.
All right.
Oh,
I guess
yeah,
that's
sign
do
off.
it. Yep. We signed off and then started talking again.
Oh,
Good.
yeah. Well, let's sign off again and then stop recording. And that's
All right. Well, guys, give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Please leave comments if you want to. We'll respond to them
Leave comments if
based
you
on
don't want to.
Yeah,
whose
just-
channel. Yeah. I don't
just
care if you
do
want
it.
to leave a comment.
Just leave
you
a
do
comment. Jeez.
Just say what color shirt you're wearing in the comments.
The return of an inside joke.
You in the red shirt. I see.
Oh, I'm wearing blue.
I'm wearing orange tie-dye. It's pretty cool. It's really awesome.
And that's the end. Goodbye.
That's
Bye.
the end.